Hello, welcome back to Visit Fylde. This is just a quick one. This is all about Blackpool news, this one, because I want to ask your opinion. I want to ask your opinion on something. I want to see what you'll think. So if you're new in these parts, don't forget to make sure that you've subscribed, make sure that you've hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget to sign up for your Visit Fylde email newsletter, and then you'll get a weekly update straight into your inbox. So, Blackpool news, what did I want to ask you? Well, I know that a lot of you that watch me also watch other Blackpool vloggers as well. So, just a little bit of context. I've been publishing my Visit Fylde websites for about 15 years. I am long in the tooth. I have been at it a very long time. And I only started making videos when the pandemic started, because I felt so sorry that people who were used to coming to Blackpool couldn't now get to Blackpool because the pandemic meant everybody that just couldn't go out. We couldn't do anything, could we? We couldn't go out, we couldn't talk to people, we couldn't do anything. So because I live on the seafront and I'd got it right outside my window, I thought, well, if people can't come here, I can take the beach to them. And I know it kept a lot of you going, and that's why I started vlogging at the start of the pandemic. So that's going back 5 years. So I'd been publishing websites and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pages of content way before that, and newsletters and social media and all the rest of it. But I just became visible when I started vlogging, because up to that point nobody knew who I was, which was actually quite nice. But since then, since the pandemic, I think it's fair to say that vloggers of all types have proliferated. I don't think it's something I would have done if I'd not got into it by accident, because I actually find it takes quite a bit of effort to walk about talking to yourself while filming, because you get some really funny looks. And I am a little bit, despite what I might look like, I am a little bit of a shrinking violet. So you might have noticed that as I'm filming this, I'm sat at the middle of nowhere at Manchester Square. And there's a guy just walked behind me, and he's probably wondering what on earth that mad woman's doing. So if I'm doing something like this, I like to be able to do it without an audience. So there's quite a lot of vloggers that either started at the same time as me or have started quite recently, who are not doing anything else, so they can chase about and follow all the breaking news stories and everything that's happening locally in a timely fashion. So whereas I've got a dad with cancer and a husband to organise, and a shop and a community group and a business and websites and all kinds of things to do, some people have got the luxury of just only having a YouTube channel to focus on, which means they can be a lot more on the ball than I can. So I'm usually quite late to the party when there's any what you might call breaking news. So my question to you is, are you still interested in me going and taking a look at things that you've already watched on other YouTubers' channels? Because if you've already seen it and got the t-shirt and whatnot, and you're not interested in me going and doubling it up, then there's no point me doing it. I might as well find something else to film. So for example, two delightful young 13-year-old scrows have been collared, as you might say, for setting fire to that building on the corner of Queen Street, straight opposite Central Library. And I can't remember what day it was. I don't even know what day it is today. I think it's Thursday. So it had to be Monday or Tuesday, and it was all over Facebook that the 1800s original building on the corner opposite the library had gone literally up in flames. So it was quite spectacular. I saw the footage on Facebook. So it had gone up in smoke, and of course it brought all the vloggers out and everybody filming it and everybody watching it. And now we've just got a burnt out building. So for example, would you be interested if I were to go and take a look at that and see what the aftermath is and the devastation? I get all the press releases from everybody and their auntie, so whereas other people might pick stuff up because they've seen it on Lancs Live or because they've seen it on the Gazette or whatever, I get the press releases straight from the council and places like that. So, for example, the post office, that's seemingly dropped through, and the people that were going to develop it are now not going to develop it. So would you be interested in me telling you the facts of the press release and taking you for a look round the block to see what state it's in now and what the latest update is? So that kind of thing. So that's my question. And I know that different people have got a different take on the same subject. So you'll say tomato, I say tomato. And I might look at something one way and somebody else might look at something another way. And I might pick a bit of information up that somebody else doesn't. They pick things up that I don't. So we've all got a bit of a different perspective. So my question to you is, are you interested in me taking an amble along to have a look and report the story as I understand it, albeit a bit later? That's today's question. That's today's burning question. So just a little update today, and it's turning cool now. I think there's some bad weather coming, so you might need to batten your hatches down for this weekend. And until later, I will see you next time. Bye for now.